Hey YouTube comic book lovers, thank you for tuning into my channel, My Comic Book Addiction. This is the 5th episode, so I'm really glad that you tuned in. In today's episode, we're going to take a little journey through the Valiant multiverse. So let's strap on our rocket boosters and rock this book. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to My Comic Book Addiction, and that's exactly what this show is about. I love comic books, and I want to share everything that I love about comic books with you, the viewer. I'm hoping to relay new comic books that you've probably heard of before, as well as old comic books you've never heard of before, which are some of my favorites. So this is basically what this show is all about. I just love comics, and I hope that since you're viewing, you do too. So today's comic is going to be one from what I call my dollar box discoveries. That's where I love to live in. I go through those dollar boxes in comic book stores and I find something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. I really do love what I discover in there. And I say the word love a lot because I am addicted to comic books. In today's dollar box discovery, we're going to be reviewing Dr. Tomorrow by Valiant Comics. Let's get started with the review. Okay, today's review is going to be about Dr. Tomorrow. This is actually Volume 2, Issue number 4, which was published in July of 2020 by Valiant Entertainment. I always like to go over the creative team for these books, give them some recognition for the hard work that they do. So let's review the creative team right now. Dr. Tomorrow was actually created by Mark Waid and Brian Augustin. Mark Waid has been writing comics for about 40 plus years, having worked with DC, Marvel, Fantagraphics, Boom, and titles like The Flash, Superman, Captain America, and the Fantastic Four, and many, many, many more. And he's had a very long career in the comic book industry. Brian Augustin wrote for publishers such as DC Comics, Marvel, Valiant, Wildstorm, and Dreamweaver, just to name a few, and worked on titles such as Batman, Imperial Guard, The Crusaders, X-O Man of War, Painkiller Jane, The Flash, and of course Dr. Tomorrow. It was written by Alejandro Arbona. The artist was Jim Toe. I'm trying to read this without my glasses. Colorist was Kelly Fitzpatrick. The variant cover artist was Kenneth Rocafort, and letterer was Clayton Cowles. And a little background about Dr. Tomorrow. The first appearance was actually in Operation Stormbreaker number 1 by Valiant Entertainment. In this story, Dr. Tomorrow is Bart Sims, a superhero active during World War II. He uses technology sent backwards in time from the future to help his allies fight the Nazis. He also is a leading member of the Stormbreakers. Now let's get some background on Volume 1. Volume 1 ran actually under Acclaim Comics. That was during the time period when Valiant was purchased by Acclaim. And this was beginning in September of 1997. The series is written by Bob Layton with illustrations by Don Perlin. And it concluded after 12 issues. However, Bob Layton did not want to write the series finale issue as Acclaim wanted to. He wanted it to end differently. In Volume 2, Bart Sims discovers a capsule from the future that contains a fully loaded Angel computer. He uses the knowledge from the computer to become Dr. Tomorrow. Though initially Bart enjoyed playing the role of a hero, eventually the gift from the future, it kind of became a curse. From then on, Bart strived to stop the capsule from going back in time in an effort to change his own destiny, unaware that he was playing into the role of someone else's plan. This is the story so far. You know, Bart Sims, he's like just regular kid, right? But then this older version of himself as Dr. Tomorrow teleported in from an alternate reality. He recruited Bart for his multiverse-spanning struggle against the mad scientist Adrian, which turns out also to be a version of Bart Sims from another multiverse reality. So this is something similar that Valiant explored in the Marvel format, is that the alternate realities in the multiverse and different timelines. So it's kind of cool that they were taking a play on that as well, because it offers an abundance of story opportunities and different series. So that's how it's been played out so far in Dr. Tomorrow. The story now, although it appeared that Dr. Tomorrow had killed the young Bart Sims, he actually, by using his suit, went backward to another alternate reality because he was unable to defeat Dr. Tomorrow from the alternate universe, who had kind of like his own contingency plan, and it was not good. If he were to continue on the path of destruction that he was going on, it would lead to the extinction of that universe. So his hope was to go find an alter version of his friend Dr. Gretchen Green to help him save his own universe. Dr. Gretchen Green is a scientist and has a background and understanding of what they call multiverse theory. And this is the knowledge he's looking for. But she tells him no matter, but he's kind of worried. He's like, I can't stay here long. I got to get back, right? You know, otherwise my parents are going to miss me and things like that. But she tells him that no matter how much time that he spends in this universe, when he returns, he will be in the exact moment and time where Dr. Tomorrow allegedly kills him. So this gives him an opportunity to find ways to go back and fight his alter of himself and save his own universe. So Gretchen trains and teaches Bart, and he grows up and matures as Dr. Tomorrow. So he's actually growing up, and Gretchen and her wife, who's also assisting them in this, are actually growing physically older, while he also grows up and matures. But then he goes back, when he's ready to battle his own alter and save his universe, he goes back in time. So this is where the story ends, and it was a really good book. So now let's go into what I call my POW rating system. I give this book a POW rating of 4. I loved the cover art by Kenneth Rockeford. He did many of the covers within the variant covers within this series. His work is just beautifully detailed and full of motion and action. And the story within was well written, and it kept me engaged. The artwork inside for me was the typical kind of 2000s cartoonish type of illustration style, and it almost felt like it was, for me, it felt like it had been illustrated actually on a computer, but I can be wrong. That being said, I still enjoyed the art, and the color was masterfully done within the book. So that's why I gave it a POW rating of 4. Well, this will conclude my review of Dr. Tomorrow number 4. And well, I hope you loved the review, or you liked it at least. If you like what you've seen so far, just click below on the like button. And if you want to see more content from My Comic Book Addiction, just hit the subscribe button and you'll be informed when new episodes are up. I really enjoy doing this segment with you guys, and I hope you got something out of it. Again, I am addicted to comic books, and hope that, you know, just doing these reviews will expose people to new comics, old comics, and keep everybody else's love and curiosity for comics alive and well, because there's so many out there, and there's so many to be read, and there's so many to be collected. So thank you again for joining me on this episode, and I hope to see you in future episodes. So just remember, everything I do is because of my comic book addiction. This is Sean Snakenberg, the Moy, signing out.